Can a book written 500 years ago help you become a successful leader today? Yes. Niccolo Machiavelli's The Prince isn't just a book about politics. It's a practical guide to understanding leadership and power in any field, whether you're a manager, an entrepreneur, or even the leader of a small team. Let's find out how. But before we start, tell us in the comments, what do you think is the most important quality of a successful leader? Machiavelli's insights are timeless, and they resonate even more in today's fast-paced and ever-changing world. His principles can be applied to modern leadership challenges, offering a unique perspective that combines historical wisdom with contemporary relevance. So let's dive deeper into the lessons from The Prince and see how they can be applied to our daily lives and leadership roles. The first lesson Machiavelli teaches us is realism. Successful leaders don't live in a perfect world. They understand reality as it is and deal with it wisely. In today's world, this means recognizing challenges and facing them intelligently, whether it's intense competition, conflicts within companies, or sudden economic changes. What about you? Have you faced a situation where you had to be realistic instead of idealistic? Share your experiences in the comments. Realism is about acknowledging the harsh truths and not shying away from them. It's about making decisions based on facts and evidence rather than wishful thinking. For instance, in a business context, this could mean recognizing when a product isn't performing well and making the tough call to pivot or discontinue it. It's about being proactive rather than reactive and always staying ahead of the curve. Machiavelli says that a leader must be like both a lion and a fox. Strength alone is not enough. You also need cunning and intelligence. In our time, a successful leader is someone who develops negotiation skills and emotional intelligence, along with the ability to make decisive decisions at the right moments. Do you think emotional intelligence is more important than firmness in leadership? Tell us your opinions in the comments. The balance between being a lion and a fox is crucial. A leader must know when to be assertive and when to be strategic. This duality is what makes a leader adaptable and resilient. For example, in negotiations, being a fox means understanding the other party's needs and finding a win-win solution, while being a lion means standing firm on critical issues that align with your core values and objectives. Machiavelli talks about the importance of a leader being both loved and feared. In today's world, social media plays a big role in building a leader's image. So be careful to build your reputation wisely and be present with a strong and persuasive appearance in front of your team and your audience. How do you think leaders today can achieve this balance? We'd like to hear your opinions. Building a reputation in the digital age requires a strategic approach. It's not just about being visible, but also about being authentic and consistent. Leaders must engage with their audience, respond to feedback, and demonstrate their values through their actions. This creates a sense of trust and loyalty, which is essential for long-term success. Additionally, leaders must be mindful of their online presence and how it reflects their brand and values. Machiavelli believes that a leader may have to make unpopular decisions to ensure the stability of the organization. In modern times, this means making decisions such as reducing expenses, restructuring companies, or even laying off some employees for the sake of long-term success. Have you ever made a difficult decision? How did you handle it? Making tough decisions is an inevitable part of leadership. It's about prioritizing the greater good and the long-term vision over short-term comfort. Leaders must communicate transparently with their teams, explaining the reasons behind their decisions and the expected outcomes. This helps in gaining the trust and support of the team, even during challenging times. It's also important to show empathy and provide support to those affected by the decisions. Fifth point, practical examples for application, 2:30 to 3:30. Realism. If you're a company manager facing intense competition, instead of sticking to an old strategy, analyze your competitors and adjust your plan based on reality. Flexibility. If one of your team members is slowing down progress, try to help them first, like the fox. And if the situation doesn't change, take decisive action, like the lion. Reputation. Management. If rumors are spreading about your company, don't ignore them. Use the media to respond with transparency and confidence. Making difficult decisions. If you're managing a project and one of the departments is unproductive, you may have to cancel it or reallocate resources. Which example do you think applies most to your experience? Let's talk in the comments. In short, The Prince is not just a historical text, but a practical guide that can help you improve your leadership skills in the modern world. A successful leader is someone who can adapt to changes, make tough decisions, and build their reputation wisely. Do you have any leadership advice you've learned from your personal experience? Share it with us in the comments. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We'd like to know your opinion. Which of these tips do you find most important? Realism, flexibility, reputation management, or making difficult decisions? Vote in the comments. Remember, leadership is a journey, not a destination. It's about continuous learning and growth. By applying the timeless principles from Machiavelli's The Prince, You can navigate the complexities of modern leadership with confidence and wisdom. So keep learning, stay adaptable, and lead with integrity. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts and experiences in the comments. The first lesson Machiavelli offers is realism. A successful leader understands reality with its pros and cons and makes decisions based on that. In our modern world, realism imposes challenges like fierce competition and rapid economic changes. Share your experiences with us. Have you faced a situation where you had to be realistic instead of idealistic? One of the most important lessons from leadership is the necessity of flexibility and adaptability. Machiavelli says that a successful leader must be like the lion and the fox, strong and intelligent at the same time. The lion represents strength and courage, while the fox symbolizes cunning and strategic thinking. In our rapidly changing world, sticking to one opinion becomes a weakness. A successful leader changes their plans and adapts to variables quickly and intelligently. Share your opinion with us. Is flexibility more important than firmness in leadership? How do you balance the two? Machiavelli focuses on reputation management and building a positive image for the leader. People judge by appearances, so the leader must pay attention to the image they project. In our current age, with social media, reputation management has become easier and more difficult at the same time. Share your experiences with us. How can leaders in our Arab world manage their reputation successfully? Machiavelli says that a true leader is ready to make difficult decisions even if they are unpopular. In today's world, leaders face great pressure to make difficult decisions such as reducing expenses or restructuring companies. Share your experiences with us. Have you ever made a difficult decision that had a major impact on your life or the lives of those around you? After we talked about the most important lessons from Machiavelli's The Prince, we will now delve into practical examples of applying these lessons in real-world scenarios. Imagine you are managing a company facing intense competition and market pressures. Realism requires you to study the competitors meticulously and adapt your strategy accordingly. Another example is dealing with a poorly performing employee. You can apply the principle of flexibility by offering additional training and support to help them improve, or, if necessary, making the difficult decision to dismiss them to maintain overall team performance. Share with us other examples from your real life where you have applied the lessons we learned from The Prince to navigate complex situations and achieve success. At the end of our episode, we can say that is not just a history book but an important reference for every aspiring leader. Share your opinion with us. What's the most important lesson you learned from, and can his advice be applied in our contemporary world? We are waiting for your input on our social media pages. And here we come to the end of today's episode. If you liked the episode, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel to receive all the latest. Share in the comments. Which of the lessons from do you find the most important in our current time? We'll see you in a new episode and an interesting topic. Goodbye.